Good day, everyone, and welcome to Sparkles of Love Transmissions. My name is Ana-La-Rai, and Sparkles of Love is the premier resource for spiritual individuals who want the fastest and smoothest path to your own awakening or to spiritual mastery. Okay. Our methods, our tools, and our processes come directly through source, from source, and they're new, evolved, and like anything else. So, today, we're going to talk about vacation and having fun. And why is that so important? Why is that so important? And our format today is I'm going to do some channeling and share some information. And then our download today, I like to do a download of energy in most of our sessions here. Our download will be the vibration of joy. And I'm open to questions, and we'll always take a look at those partway through and at the end if there's anything we can answer for you. So, welcome. All right. So, vacation. Well, my husband and I start vacation this afternoon. And when I was looking at what to talk about this week, the guides literally said, you need to talk about the importance of vacation. You need to talk about vacation and fun. So when I'm going to use the term vacation, it doesn't really matter whether you're going away once a year for 2 weeks to someplace warm, or you're having what we call a staycation. You're staying at home and doing some things at home. But basically, what I'm referring to is that taking time off for yourself, taking time off where you're changing your routine, right? So even if you're retired and you're not working, or you're not working, it's still the taking the time off and doing something different. So I know in North America, um, it's really poor. It's way better in Europe, because in North America, when you start a job, you only get 2 weeks paid vacation in the whole year. And so that's not a whole lot. I know in many places in Europe, you start with a month. So over here in North America and Canada and the US, you get a lot less. And what happens is there are things that happen to our energetic system and our body and our stress levels when we're always on go mode, right? You got to go, got to work, got to do the job, all of those things. Sorry, my chair is squeaking here. So, when you choose to take time off, whether you call it vacation, you call it holiday, maybe you even it's just the weekend. When you choose to do that, there is a shift that happens in your energy field. There is a shift. They're also telling me that there is a shift that happens also in your physical body, in I your nervous system, right? That there is this there is this dropping of some of the stress levels. Now, if you're worried about something else that has nothing to do with your normal day life, that may not be as dramatic, but there is this shift in your body. How many of you sleep better when you're on vacation? Anybody besides me? You know, it's easier to fall asleep, or you have a deeper sleep. Many people do. They sleep better on their vacation. And but from the energetic side, what happens is there is an energetic expansion that happens. And what I mean by that, it's as you relax, it's like everything energetically opens up. And what I mean by that is you can receive more energy, you can receive more messages, you can feel more of who you are. You can connect easier because your attention is not focused elsewhere. right? So when we choose to have vacation or time away from our normal day-to-day living, something shifts energetically. And it is a signal to the universe and to the energies, to your guides, to the other versions or higher versions of yourself that allows more to come forth. That it's like it's like you've opened the door on the front of your house or your apartment or your condominium, and you're saying, "Welcome, come on in." And energetically, vacation is that same sort of energy. It is more playful, it is lighter, and it is more open for you to receive. So imagine that you want to sit in the stillness or talk to your guides or pull a card or play with your pendulum. When you're not in vacation mode, when you're in, you're still working and you're looking after your family or your house or you're d- doing big projects, your focus is really on doing those things. But all of a sudden, when you said, okay, I'm not doing my normal stuff right now, today, this afternoon, these next 2 weeks, it's like everything shifts, that now your focus softens, right? You're not laser focused on getting the job done or making sure the kids are out the door to school on time and all of those things. And I'm just seeing someone I haven't seen in a long time. Hello, Sunil. How lovely to see you. And so what happens is when you go into that space is you're allowing more playful energies. And you might say, well, so what? Who cares about playful energies? But as you allow that playful energy to start coming in, what happens is that energy is a higher vibration. The energy of play is a higher vibration. You're also bringing in then the energy of creativity. Whether you're doing something artistic or creative, it doesn't really matter. That energy starts flowing of creativity. You're opening up your mind, you're opening up your energy field because you are less distracted by the day to day things that are happening. Okay. So what happens is as you move into this, I'll just call it vacation mode. And again, it could be 2 weeks long. It could be your afternoon that you're going to do vacation mode, right? You're dropping your stress levels. You're allowing more energy in. You're opening up to your guides. You're opening up to the universe. And those of you that receive messages, whether you get them through feeling them in your body, through direct communication, through intuition, or um, aha moments or coincidences, however you receive your guidance or you're feeling that connection with yourself, your guides, your divine self, your gurus, however you do that, it amplifies when you go into this different state. So I'm calling this state vacation mode because for me that's just a simple way for everybody to understand. But what it does is it allows more, right? It allows more to come forth. It allows you to be more open to receive. So as you go about, and maybe you're traveling, maybe you're on a trip, or maybe you're doing day trips, or you're sitting at a park, or you're at a beach, or you're going skiing. Whatever you're doing on vacation mode, because it is so different, your body is responding differently. And it changes the vibration. It allows a softness to come in for you if you let it, right? If you let it. And it is in that space of softer, of stiller, of more open that you can receive more to your heart. You can hear your guides. Maybe something you've been puzzled about for a while, an answer can come up, right? Because now you can listen differently. Now there are less distractions. Your guides can reach out and tap you on the shoulder, right? So moving into this state of vacation and having fun is really an important space because sometimes, and I know lots of you meditate regularly, and you might have a meditative practice or you might have your daily practices. But sometimes they feel a little bit like a checklist, like, oh, done, done. Okay, I did my connecting. I did my meditation. I connected to my highest self. And it's not, and sometimes you're in a rush, right? It's not always a soft and peaceful space, right? You're trying to get on with your day and you're trying to be connected so you can have the communication and the energies and vibrations that will support you the most. But when you're on vacation and you do those things, you slow down. There's no rush. There's no hurry. And that allows things to come up. You know, maybe you've been thinking about, what art project do you want to do next? Or what kind of field of work do you want to do, or a new job? Or maybe you're trying to figure out what's going to be the best layout for the room that you're reorganizing in your house. When you go into these spaces where you open to receive, where you slow down and soften, more can come through. And then it's not, you don't need to sit and go, okay, what is it? What is it? What is it? I mean, because that kind of energy doesn't create what you want. It's that allowing, opening, that opening. And when you move into vacation and play mode, it is, it changes the stress levels in your body, right? For most of us, when you go into vacation mode, your stress levels drop, right? The level of what you have to do, your expectations of yourself and those around you drop. And as all of those things happen, your vibration rises. And as your vibration rises, it's easier and easier to move into the flow. So it's like this, you hear a downward spiral when things go bad, but it's like an upward spiral, right? Where things get better and easier. You're more relaxed. You're sleeping better. You're not as stressed. You're more open. You're softer. You're having more fun. And so everything, all the energies around you change. All the energies around you shift, which allows more to come for you. All right. So if you have any questions about what I'm saying or you have any comments, please feel free to write them in. Let me just see what else is coming here. Beloved ones, I am Archangel Clarity, and I also wish to address, and we want you to remember that having fun is critical. Life, you are not designed, your human body, your energetic system is not designed or made to be in struggle and stress and depression and anger all the time. We know those things happen, but your body and your energetic system is designed for the flow. It is designed for softness, for peace, for joy. That is your natural state. And so, as these natural states have become further and further between for most people, as you move into more and more of the daily life compared to life hundreds of years ago, as you are attached to your devices all the time and have Wi-Fi and energies coming at you everywhere all the time, and sounds and noise, it is jarring to the energetic system. This is why spending time in nature, in the silence, in the quiet, is so vital, why it is so helpful to the human body, to the energy field, to you, to you. This is why Analarai is calling it and talking about vacation mode or fun or playfulness. These things help bring you back to center. These things help you realign to your natural original state. To your natural original state. It is, if you watch children in a park or in the backyard or something, children playing, there is a joyfulness most of the time until one kicks sand at the other and there's little tears, and then they go back into playing. And everything is softer, it is playful, it is more gentle. And if you could see the energy around that, you would see it as dancing light. As dancing light. And as children get older and they move into the school systems and all of those things, that energy begins to change because they are being directed to grow up and encouraged to lose that joyfulness, which is a great loss. The more that you can hold on to the playfulness and the joyfulness, the more that you can be in, as they call it, vacation mode some of the time, the better your life will flow. All right, here. So one is saying, humans are not made for working 24/7. Yes, beloved, we completely agree with this. This is not what you were designed for. It's not what you were made for, nor most of you don't want it. I'm quite positive that will change in the future. Myself, I am lucky position of having to work only 4 days a week. Yes, then that is quite a blessing. And we would say that Ana-La-Rai and Christian who work from home can set their schedule, and so they have more flexibility. And in the summer, they try and go to the beach in the afternoon and ocean swims. And we encourage this because it is so healthy on an energetic level and on a physical level, and just that joyfulness and that peacefulness. And yes, some of you are in jobs where you need to work 8 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, that sort of thing. And you have responsibilities at home. But whenever you can carve out an hour or 2 hours or a week or a half day, whatever it is you can carve out as often as you can for playfulness, for vacation mode, for that softer quieting down, so that you can receive more. You can receive more. And another says, so true, joy and laughter bring wonderful flow. We agree. And one says, I had one job with only 1 week off of the first year employment. Europe gets 1 month, I think. Yes, yes. We think our experience is that many have told us in Europe they start with a month. And it is awful to only have, in Canada, it is 2 weeks. But in theory, you have to take it after you have worked 1 full year with no time off. And that is, again, it is the way the system is set up is to keep you energetically down. To keep you in survival and struggle mode means you aren't moving into your sovereignty. You aren't moving in as readily to the higher depths of your soul, because you're not worried about unity consciousness when you can't afford to put enough food on the table or pay all your bills. And so part of all of how this is set up is to keep humans in the space of struggle. And another says, I try to bring playfulness into my work time too. Oh, we would say that is highly important. That is delightful. In Germany, I had 6 weeks off plus the statutory, what we think are the statutory days. Yes, the government holidays. Yes, that is ideal. That is lovely. And my hope is that we will all start to change as we each wake into the joy and laughter available and not work, work, work attitude. Yes. And the work, work, work attitude is, I think, a little stronger here in North America than it is in Europe. We're not saying it isn't there, but here there is a stronger push. And way to go, Christian. Wish we could follow suit. Yes. All right. And so we hope what we are saying makes sense to you. And we want you to carve out some time, whatever that looks like for you. And even if it is half an hour and having a bubble bath where you light a candle and close the door and maybe have a glass of your favorite beverage and put on some nice smells and just take the downtime, just move into the softness, whether that be a mini vacation. So, what we would like to do is do a 5-minute download of the vibration of joy. And Ana-La-Rai will put on the little timer thing here to support you in these energies, that vibration of joy, or even, yes, we will do joy. And sometimes for Analarai, it feels like champagne bubbles. And not everyone receives it that way, however you receive it. And if you don't feel joyful right after, that is okay. It is going into your field. So we will bring it into the human body and into your energy field, the auric field around you. All right. So we will give you back to Analarai because she does all of these pieces. All right. So I'm going to ask everyone to close your eyes and just get connected to the light. So just see, feel, or sense as we bring in that pure source light to start. And just feel now and be open to receive these vibrations of joy. And those of you that have the 33 codes might want to activate that code of joy. And we're going to download it for 5 minutes here. I'm going to go into the silence and just receive. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that download of joy. And those of you that are listening to the replay, the energy holds in all the recordings. So each time you listen, you'll get a download. So just a reminder of how important it is to go into the playful energy, into vacation mode as often as you can, to receive more, to be in the flow, to give your body and your nervous system a break, and to receive more uh, messages and more light and more energy from the guides. So really important. So before we finish up, I want to share with you that we had last month, oh yeah, it's August now. So in July, Lord Buddha came through on the Advanced Opportunities full moon, and he did a beautiful recording about your space of stillness. And it's kind of like vacation mode, right? When you just go into that stillness. So that's available in our shop now, sparklesoflove.love. So those of you that really like the stillness and the meditation, the stillness, I think you'll find this really quite profound. And in these changing energies, I would highly recommend. Um, there's a 1 hour recording in the shop called the Lemurian Light Cloak, and the Lemurians brought it in, and in the hour, you create an energetic light cloak. And what it does is when you step outside your house, not at home, when you go out, it reduces greatly the negative energies from other people. So you don't feel the energies from other people around you as much. Okay. For some of you, it eliminates them completely. For some of you, it takes it down an awful lot. And it doesn't do the planetary energies, but it does other people around you. And I find the occasion we step out and I've forgotten it and I've gone to the grocery store, I'm like, oh, wow, there's so much energy around here. So that I would highly recommend. It's every time we step out of the house, both Christian and I use that one. So, um, and lastly, if you haven't already, on my website, sparklesoflove.love, on the front page, you'll see that we've created an accelerated awakening quiz. And it takes you it's only 7 questions, but it helps guide you as to which path, no matter what type of awakening whether you follow shamanic practices or you work with enlightened ones or angels or your pendulum, whatever practice you're using, it shows you how you walk the path. So, are you all about diving deep, or are you more about your intuition? Or are you more about the big picture in the planet? Or are you like me and you're more of a spiritual adventurer? And it really it's a fun little quiz. So, feel free to take it and learn a little bit more about your path. All right, everybody. It is always my pleasure to be here with you. And we will be back in 2 weeks because, as I said, we're going to be on vacation. And I hope all of you get some vacation time here in August. Bye for now, everybody.